Hey everybody, welcome to a very special edition of Drive-Thru Review. Today we're going to talk about Tic-Tac-Toe. Now this is a game that has been out for quite a while. I think it came out in 97, 98, somewhere after Settlers of Catan with that initial wave of Euros. Now this is a game that combines Euro elements of area control with crayon rail elements. It's a very unique game. It doesn't get a whole lot of coverage. You know, there's no videos about it. I don't see reviews written about it, so it's kind of flown under the radar. So I figured today I'd take the time and do a special review on this game. Now you can't currently find this game anywhere. It's not published by anybody. It's out of print. But there's a rumor that Fantasy Flight is going to reprint it and retheme it in the Twilight Imperium universe. So hopefully that happens. So I'm going to show you how to construct your own print and play copy and tell you quickly how to play the game, and then I'll come back and tell you what I think. Now thankfully construction of this game is pretty simple. All you really need is a paper and a pencil. But you don't even need that. You can actually go out and go maybe to a beach or something like that and draw lines that I'm going to show you here in the sand. So this game is really integrated, very thematic, very much a role-playing game. You can go out, you can do sort of a LARP setting with it. It's great. So for purposes of this, to show up on the video, I'm going to use a pen. I'm also going to use a ruler. Now, these you might have a hard time finding as well. Boards and Bits I see don't carry rulers and pens, so I'm not sure where you could find those. So I'm not even going to use the ruler. I'm just going to draw two horizontal lines parallel and two vertical lines that are parallel. Now one player is going to be X and one player is going to be O. And what you're going to do is take turns placing an X or an O, depending on which player you are, in each of these zones. So let's say I'm X, I'll place there, O will maybe place there, and then X will place here, and then O will place there, X will place there, O will place there, and then X maybe will place there. Now X will win because they've got 3 in a row. Now this doesn't usually happen because this game is so well balanced, it's so evenly balanced. I think Martin Wallace was the designer of the game, but most games will end in a tie. So some people don't like that, some people do. I think a real gamer will really appreciate the balance and the thought that went into this game. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the overview, and I can see that maybe some people will get upset that I called this a Twilight Struggle killer at the beginning. But to me, in Twilight Struggle, the Russians have too much of an advantage in the game. There's been some tweaks and some modifications made to the game. But this is a game that doesn't need any modifications. It's never needed any modifications. It's balanced right out of the gate. And so you can't really say that about a whole lot of two-player games, because most two-player games are way unbalanced. Most two-player games are totally unbalanced. But this game has it almost down to a fault, because 90% of your games are going to end in a tie. That makes each game tense and filled with tension as each move is made. And so it's a very creative process. You can play it with kids even, you can play it with adults, and it's still balanced. No matter who you play with, it's still balanced. So anyway, so that's the review. Tic-Tac-Toe flown way under the radar, so I hope you guys appreciate the review. Thanks.